Borderline personality disorder. Every once in a while, I get a brain thought of a video I actually want to make in some kind of a structure. It's usually more just turn the camera on, babble incoherently for about a half hour, and call it a day. I was watching a video on fear of people. It was saying that a lot has to do with fear and why we don't get along with people or why we have such turbulent relationships. What I found myself wondering though is why is this a bad thing? I'm afraid there's a lot of you out there that are trying not to be afraid of people or trying to get over that fear of people. And if you are, stop. And I'm going to tell you why. You want to keep that fear of people though. Don't lose it ever. You know, the knowledge I am giving you right now, I should be charging for. Be an expert. I should be qualified as an expert at this point. This shit shouldn't be free is what I'm saying, but I'm giving it to you for free. And a lot of people don't get this information because the people with the information that I have don't give it away and don't sell it because the information is worth more than anything you could give them. Now, why is this information so valuable that nobody wants to share it? People only do things to benefit themselves. It has been proven time and time again. We can have people help us. We can have friends and we don't have to like them. Friends, we don't have to like them. Mr. BPD's rule number 12. Never forget everybody is using you. Don't ever forget it. It's very important. It's key to this fear of people thing. A lot of times I know for me, I do this. I put people on a pedestal that they don't belong on, where I think that they are better than me or they deserve more than me, that I am a lesser being. I have believed that for a long time, that I'm just not worthy, I'm not good enough. That could be further from the truth. Anytime you're having a bit of low self-esteem and you're thinking that these people don't really want to be around you, they don't really like you, you may be right. There's a good chance you're right. They probably don't like you and don't want to be around you. They have to be, though, because they're using you for something. This brightens my day up because I'm no longer useless. If they are using me for something, well, then I have something of value that is making these people that don't like me pretend to like me. Therefore, I must have some value. So, really, the more people that are using you, the more value you have. We just don't like to look at it that way. We like to think that these people are around us because of our charming personality. Maybe it is. Maybe it's your charming personality is the thing they're using you for. If you can remember that everybody is using you and nobody is there just because, I mean, nobody's hanging out with you or interacting with you out of pity. And if they are, well, then they're using you so that they can get those pity points. Like, oh, I hang out so that they can go, it's an ego boost at that point. If they're hanging out with you to pity you, then they're using you for that pity. So you're still good because they need to pity you. It's what they need. You're helping them out and you are getting something in return. You're getting to believe that this person likes you and doesn't pity you. So just go with it. Use people. So don't get them to not pity you because then you no longer have any value and you probably lose a friend. This brings us to rule number 13. Always know what you're being used for. Everyone in your life is using you for something. Your homework assignment, what you should do is find out what it is that they are using you for. You then know what your value is, where that value is, what it lies in. All right, I'm going to tell you 99% of people out there, they are living in the fantasy world that people actually like them and that's how it works, that people, they don't believe that people use people to get something. They think that it just all happens like magic. They probably don't even think about it that much. They're too busy looking at their phones and caring about what some movie star did with their butt in a plunger to really think about things. Because of that, they have no clue that they're using people. They have no clue that they get something for the stuff they do. It's insane. It'll blow your mind. Now, since these people have no idea about that, you can now use that to manipulate them and get pretty much anything you want. You get what you're after, plus you get it a lot faster if you're using manipulation. And shouldn't you manipulate the person that's using you? Just think, all these people are using you for something. All right, that's not going to change. There's nothing you can do to stop that. They're going to continue to use you. So would you rather be used and not have any say in it, or would you rather go ahead and let them use you? And with that knowledge of what they're getting off of it, then you can also manipulate the situation so you get a little bit more of what you need, and it's just a smart move. And manipulation doesn't always have to be bad. You could manipulate them into wanting to change their life for the better, you know? There's certain things like being used has a bad PR. Manipulation has bad PR. Even things like cults have a bad PR. It's all in the advertising and the way it's been presented to the public. Now, having the knowledge of how to manipulate, priceless. For one, you can tell if you're being manipulated if you know how to manipulate others. Just saying, it's something to look into. I'll do a whole video on manipulating and how to manipulate others someday when I want to give that knowledge out. Right now, I like keeping it to myself because, well, then I can continue to manipulate. What do you think on this? Do you think I'm just pointing out the obvious, just making it more dramatic than it needs to be, making it more sinister than it may actually be? Let me know in the comments section below. I do have a Patreon page. There's a link in the description if you'd like to help this channel out and get a couple more videos. Go head on over there to Patreon. If you've not yet subscribed, right now is that perfect opportunity to hit the subscribe button. It's right there. Just click it. Become one of us. You're going to join us eventually. Might as well be today. Until next time, keep on keeping on. Mr. David J. Williamson of Humboldt County. That is an individual that I wish was dead. Not that I would do anything to kill this individual or even want him to be killed or anything, but I would not be sad. I'm not going to be sad when he passes away. It is not going to ruin my day. In fact, the day that David J. Williamson passes, leaves this world, I'm probably going to have a beer and celebrate. I might even dance a jig. I will be happy about that for a long time to come. I'll be having a shitty day and be able to think back and know that David J. Williamson is dead, and it will brighten my day. That's what I would get out of him dying.